Welcome to EVERBLACKmedia.com. We are here with my good buddy Jesse Dracman from Darkcell, and tonight we have gone to church. How you going, bud?
I'm well. How are you, man?
Good, man. Good. I know. This was a really good idea.
Thanks. it was from the powers above that compelled me to do this.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for the booze.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right. Well, of course, you have the massive Psycho Circus coming up this weekend.
This weekend?
It's a third year in a row.
Number three.
Mm-hmm. 3. So, what's the lineup for this one?
It's pretty a mixed bag of awesomeness, really. We've got from New Zealand the Mighty Chaosists playing with us in both Sydney and Brisbane. Great band. I've got FUC, I think they're called.
You can say fuck on this station.
Yeah, so that's Mr. Toddy from King Parrot fame. His little thrash band that he's got going on. Just any excuse to see Toddy in a mankini is good for me, man. So that works for me a treat. Yeah, we got Tai Sui playing as well, and our bros from Nuclear Vision. Yeah, man, it's just a lot of fun, dude. We've got all kinds of cool bands playing between here and Sydney, you know, like Rick Dangerous and the Silky Bantams as well, man. I'm pumped about those guys. And yeah, it's just...
They're a lot of fun.
Just a fun lineup, dude. You know, that's the premise of Psycho Circus, is always to just be fun. So when the people come, they know the band's are going to be fun. They can just let loose, get their freak on, and just have fun.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because I mean, you've actually had a really big year this year.
It's been pretty sizable. I haven't really had sort of any time to sort of think about it, but yeah, it's been pretty good.
Yeah, nice. Of course, you recently wrapped up your Combichrist tour.
Yes.
And you've toured with those boys before.
Yes.
And it was good to have them back. How was that, hitting the road with your old buddies?
Man, it was one of the best experiences ever. Like, they are hands down one of the, if not the best bands to tour with in my experience, in our career today. Just as such an approachable group of guys, we just hit it off like that from the get-go. Even the new guys in the band, we all just hit it off like a house on fire. Not a single shred of ego, just camaraderie of the highest form, and lots of interesting banter between myself and Andy, so it was cool.
I did witness a bit of, there was a certain book.
There was. It was, yeah, I don't know if it was a practical joke on Andy's part, but it was, the intentions were pure. It was a gift from Andy, as he said. He thought I would indulge in reading Brokeback Mountain, and he didn't realize what he was walking into. That I'm not that sort of person that just sits back and takes it. So I proceeded at every opportunity to read him excerpts from the book.
I was witness to a couple of those moments. It was just bam.
Yeah, man. And he was a good sport about it, man. He was right into it, and he said, make sure you highlight those parts. And I did. Yeah. So on the last day of tour, I went one step further and decorated the book with Andy's face all over it, and called it Outback Mountain. It was great. Good fun.
Hopefully it'll happen again, because that was unreal, man. That was an unreal show.
You know, the great thing about those guys is they're, you know, to me, one of the most underrated bands in this country.
Absolutely.
But every time they come here, they just put on one of those shows that makes you walk away and just go, now that's how you put on a show, you know?
They are probably the most intense live show.
Incredible. And just such a nice bunch of guys too. They're so humble about it, and just engaging to everybody that says g'day to them. And yeah, like you say, man, just put on a hell of a show.
And of course you hit Europe as well, didn't you?
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. That was good fun.
So, where'd that take you?
Okay.
Kick off?
Yeah, so we basically started off in Camden, in London. In Camden at the famous Underworld venue in Camden, supporting Christian Death of all bands. That was an experience. That was really cool. And then we toured right through the UK. Ended up in Edinburgh in Scotland, which was one of my favourite shows. Funny enough, I'm wearing Bannerman's shirt of all things, so there you go, we were there, it was cool. Run by the guy that plays in Warrior Soul and Love Hate. So and the guy mixing us plays in The Exploited.
That's unreal.
I know, it was just like such a rock and roll experience. So we met some really cool people through the UK, and we ended up finishing up playing the Wave Gothic Treffen in Leipzig, Germany.
That was huge.
Mega.
Who headlined that?
That was one of the biggest things I've ever seen. Cradle of Filth
Mad.
headline that. We saw them the night before we had to leave to come home. That was really, really cool. Got to watch Danny Filth crack an absolute hissy fit on stage because it was like a sauna. I've
really?
never been in such a hot climate show. So that was really cool. Played with something like over 200 bands on that festival. Finally got to see Lord of the Lost, one of my favourite new bands that I've just fallen in love with. It was a cool experience, man. And the whole city of Leipzig was taken over by goths galore, every conceivable type.
And of course, you've been busy behind the scenes writing a book.
Yeah.
Freakenstein, man. Tell us about it.
Dude. So it's an idea I had kicking around for quite some time. I've always loved writing. I really took it. I started to take it real serious when we toured the US. I kept tour journals of everything while we were in the States, and I came very close to self-publishing those journals as a book, but for reasons I can't explain, we didn't go into it. So, I ended up taking those journals and spawning the idea of Freakenstein. I always had this idea in my head, inspired by great movies like The Crow, just my general love of horror and superhero fandom, and just wanted to create something of my own, and something with a whole lot of rock and roll, but a whole lot of spooky in it. So I decided to create this little story called Freakenstein. It's got a whole lot of Darkcell in it, a lot of song references. There will be, it's the beginning of an ongoing series that's going to have a lot of cameos through it from a lot of friends close to my heart, and it's just a story of retribution and lots of gore.
Awesome, man. And how does that tie into? Does it tie into the song Freakenstein at all?
It does. Yeah, it does a bit. The overall subject matter of the book does tie into the book a bit. Just about being a freak and all the rest of it, and just standing for what you believe in. I mean, Freakenstein is essentially the embodiment of the whole band that's been massacred by werewolves and reassembled and reanimated into this monster called Freakenstein, who ends up, basically goes on a quest across the US, as per the tour that we did, going city to city, abolishing every piece of evil that he comes across.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's going to be fun, man. I'm really excited about it.
So where can you? It's Amazon, right?
Yeah, it's currently online on Amazon. I've already been asked about paperbacks and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm definitely looking into the paperback option, which will happen. But right now, I'm just letting it all organically happen. Just letting people access it online. I believe you can get a print option via the Amazon as well. So it is possible. So
yeah, mad. That is awesome, man.
Yeah.
Of course, where would you want to see it go? Like, obviously, sky's the limit,
Yeah.
Netflix series or...
Dude, I would love to see it. I would love to see it get made into some sort of short film or, some sort of Netflix series would be really cool.
Yeah.
Comic book would be sick, just if people get into it and I come across creative people that are passionate into the idea that want to create something, I'm down for it.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. It's awesome. The beginning of a lot more things to come. So,
well, in terms of that, I mean, where's Darkcell at now? What's the next step? You got to...
Yeah. So Psycho Circus obviously has been, the thing. Everyone's, working on a lot of different things at the moment, but we're definitely getting back together after the circus to record some new tunes. So maybe not so much a full-length album, but we'll definitely cook up some new sweets for the treats.
Awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And of course, apart from that, what are you watching at the moment?
Cool.
What's cooking you?
Dude, I actually today of all days, I just watched the first episode of Batwoman.
Ah, yeah, how was it?
Dude, I actually really enjoyed it. Wow, it was cool. I was kind of thinking, oh god, here we go. This is gonna be, just more dross from DC. But no, it was actually pretty good. I didn't mind it at all. I've caught up today with Walking Dead. Mr. Mercedes has been great. Just anything interesting that catches the eye. Watching a lot of travel vlog videos.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, a lot of interesting characters out there making some cool videos. So yeah.
What about The Mandalorian? You watched that yet?
I want to watch it so bad. So bad.
2 episodes.
Yeah, I'm really, really pumped to see that, as I'm sure the rest of the universe is. But I'm actually, I've sort of on and off watched Cobra Kai.
I've been wanting to watch that.
Dude, do it.
Yeah?
Yes. It's the bomb. It's great. If you're a Karate Kid fan and you believe in the conspiracy... Have you seen the conspiracy videos?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you subscribe to the conspiracy theories, the series plays on that whole thing.
Is that what you mean as in it was Daniel who was the...
Daniel LaRusso
was the real villain.
And you know what? I believe that. After watching the conspiracy videos, I was like, dude, that actually makes sense. There's a whole lot of sense to that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But it's great, man. What they've done with that's such a good thing, so I love it. And of course, I always love watching superhero beat down on YouTube. I don't know if you ever seen that, but some of the best fan-made beat-em-up videos, like Deadpool versus Batman, and
they're pretty well done.
My favorite's still Batman versus Darth Vader. I think that's one of the coolest
cool,
things I've ever seen. Yeah,
absolutely. Talking about cool things, you brought me a present.
Yes, a very cool present.
This is awesome. I have been wanting to get my hands on this. If you haven't read Moritz in the Metal, you should check this out because it's awesome.
Do it.
So
it's a great book. Very good friend of mine, Aaron, put this together. It was an absolute pleasure to meet the guy and talk to him about this book. He definitely wears his heart on his sleeve, and you can see it in the pages of the book. It's just a very passionately written comic book that metalheads will absolutely love.
I think I'm holding this up right. Get it.
Do it.
Support it.
Yep.
It's awesome.
He's got a Kickstarter for issue 2, man. That's he's got some really cool rewards going on for it. So if you pledge a few bucks to it, man, there's a really sick T-shirt that I just...
It's a T-shirt. Yeah, cool, God. Huh? Yeah,
I messaged him and went, I love this. So cool.
Absolutely. Well, dude, thanks for taking the time to hang out. Thanks, buddy. And thanks for the Crowbar for having us. We're going to play some Mortal Kombat. Check out the dates for Psycho Circus online now through, was it darkcell.com?
Yeah, you can get tickets for the Psycho Circus at www.psychocircusfestival.com. Otherwise, we're on Facebook, Instagram, the usual.
And you should get some Young Henrys.
Because Chippy said so.
Yeah, Chippy said. Hi, Chippy.
Happy birthday, Chippy.
See you soon. Hi! You're probably wondering why we are back so quickly, but we did forget to mention something that is super important that's coming up very, very soon.
Sorry.
Which is...
Life is Peachy.
Which is...
a Korn tribute.
When?
In December, the 21st and 22nd at both Crowbar venues, Brisbane and Sydney.
That's pretty awesome. So, of course, we are in the car park here in Brisbane, but we're just trying to bring things up to speed. So, one thing I did want to ask you about, so how did that come about?
It was just a crazy idea, much like once upon a time when I did a certain Motley Crue thing with a bunch of friends. I just had this crazy idea to have an end of the year party with some friends, and I just thought Crowbar was real enthusiastic about the idea of doing a Korn tribute, and I just went, yeah, why not? Let's do that. Asked a few friends went, that sounds like a ripper idea. Yeah, here we are.
Mad.
Yeah.
Mad. So that is awesome. There's so much awesome going on with you coming up, man.
Life's too short, man.
It is. Life is peachy.
Life is peachy.
So make sure you lock that one in as well. What a way to kick off the end the year.
End the year,
of course. And of course, this weekend, Psycho Circus. Now we're out. See ya. Bye.